Hey, I'm Andy, we're back with another older FLEEKAZOID reaction, and this one is for Forspoken. DLC is the perfect DLC to buy someone you hate, and yeah, I reacted to his Forspoken review a while back. If you want to check it out, it's on my channel, and yeah, I thought, from what I remembered after seeing that, and then watching the Internet Historian Explain overview of it, it seemed like it wrapped up pretty neatly, and why is there DLC for it, right? Because like, wasn't the main character basically isekai'd into another place, which turns out to be her main place, to fight off this thing? And I mean, I guess she still has a cuff, right? That still talks to her, so maybe they're gonna like branch off that or something. But yeah, I can't believe a game that disliked had like they actually made DLC for it. But yeah, let's see what it's about, and I don't have high hopes.
I love myself. I cherish.
Oops. I forgot closed captions.
I love myself. I cherish myself, and I want to live for 1,000 years. And if I could, I would make more of myself via a cloning protocol. Great. Now that we have that out of the way, I don't want to see another one of those emails in my inbox, Master Mohan. You already claimed one Forspoken video.
Oh no.
Have this now.
He claimed it? I mean, I got claimed? I don't know, safe.
Pimps! Who do you hate? And I'm talking that to the grave type hate. Your boss, your bully, or for God of War Ragnarok lovers, perhaps your wife's boyfriend. Well, due to the rules of international law and the Geneva suggestion, you're
game characters I hate. I don't, like, hate is a really strong, who's that one character in Borderlands 3 that just ruined the story and just like killed one of the more popular characters? I forgot the name, but it was like that one kid. But I think that's the closest thing I can that's the closest person I can think of that would be close to hate.
Options of legal recompense are limited. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Any bad lawyer would tell you not to commit any crime because you'll go to the clank. But any good lawyer would tell you crimes are only for the cool pimps. Then slip you a loaded copy of the Foreskin DLC. Yes, sir.
The extra length edition.
Yes, sir. The Foreskin DLC is the biggest atrocity this.
But is it in Taint We Trust?
Yes, sir. The Foreskin.
Let's see. Oh, I'm sure that's not the real thing, but
DLC is the biggest atrocity this country has faced since the Pinkertons shot John Marston. It makes me want to say something like, I'll buy you a beer once we get out of all this. John Marston. It makes
no more fur. I mean, now we got a Mario, and we got the ghost meme in the back.
If you want to say something like, I'll buy you a beer once we get out of all this, then hop onto a helicopter that...
Right.
It's so short yet so devastating that I'm waiting for the second...
Wait, 2 hours? I mean, to be fair, I don't know how much this DLC is worth, right? If it's like a I doubt it's a $10 DLC, but 2 hours... in some games do feel short. I mean, it does feel short. But then again, I feel like if it was in this game, 2 hours might feel like 30. Like in a game like this. But to each their own.
One to drop so that Christopher Nolan can make a movie about it 70 years from now. Even if you enjoyed Forspoken because you've been hit on the head too many times, your $13 is still better spent on paying the gas bill to get you to the loony bin. All right, I'll stop there. Let's get this shit done with. The DLC starts in the world you know. Charming old Albuquerque, fucking New Mexico. Grass biome variant. Sand mountains visible in the background. That has that Chernobyl charm to it. Then you get isekai'd into prequel land, where as you can see, even with all these updates,
so they can't even like extend the story even in their own current timeline. They had to do a time travel bit to back when to make this DLC. That's just lazy. Like, like even like in my opinion, if you have a story being told, right, and it's perfectly wrapped up in the end, no loose ends and stuff, like nothing that could think of a sequel or whatever, I feel like just leave it be. Just leave it be and just work on the next game. But I mean, I guess they're gonna do stuff. What's next? Like, they're gonna go to the prehistoric era and just fight dinosaurs.
Massive budget cut issues have still not been resolved. Anyways, while your character is convulsing, you are rewarded with a number of exposition dumps from the concerning amount of voices in your head that are very kindly explaining everything you need to know about the DLC story. And then you find your mother so that you can have her much more naturally explain everything in the middle of a stealth mission. And it even consists of Gollum-esque tunnel crawling out of the asshole that this game plopped out of. Also, you still have no player choice in the stealth section, so they are already putting their best foot forward in their 2-hour DLC by starting it off with a Wii Fit walk-along.
Yeah, it's like, it's 2 hours if you can, like stealth. Don't get me wrong, stealth in the right circumstances is fun, at least for me. Like Hitman doing that stealthy, yeah, and then like Payday 2 doing that stealthy is fun, and like I to an extent like Deus Ex doing that stealth is pretty fun too. But I know it, like even though I like it, I do know that it takes longer than if you're just going guns blazing. It's just a fact, because you have to like be sneaky, move slowly, take the enemies out slowly. So by nature it takes long, and if that's 2 hours including that stealth, then that's
Also, remember how Gollum forgot the sound effects when you got caught? Well, Forspoken forgot the whole fucking animation.
I need to react to the Gollum one, because I've only heard bad things. I haven't seen any gameplay. I just heard about it.
Someone's there.
What?
Now, I just wish they forgot to make the entire goddamn combat system, because this is still driving me beyond the brink of hunger. Of course, Ministry. First of all, fighting these grunts, they all have way too much HP. It's like I'm fighting sponge.
Like, I know I paused a lot, but I don't know the context of the stealth, but couldn't you just tear through them with your skills? Because, I mean, there's one way of stealth of not getting caught and not leaving a trace. There's also another, some say extreme version of stealth where you leave no survivors, therefore no one will alarm the upper command that you were there. So
with spoons, the only thing getting hurt is my eyes. Once you get to the late game of the DLC, and I'm talking far in, maybe 45, 50 minutes in, it's all about spamming your LT attacks, because they are the only things that do damage. But now here's the kicker about that though. Part of the prequel canon is that all your spells are gone. Even if all the attacks in the base game were shitty, at least you had a lot of them. Now you just get the 2 non-elemental primary attacks, the 3 secondary damage dealers, and while I was looking at this bullshit, I just realized that they forgot to put in any Devastator attacks. They removed content from the game.
oh my, is that why they did a time travel backwards, so that they could remove stuff? Oh, that's like, it's very finicky in games like these, where you get all these skills as you progress through the game, and by the end you're like this super powerful character, and then you have DLC which either nerfs that or just lets it be. See, I don't know, like the only example I can think of where it just like lets you keep the stuff without nerfing it is like Guild Wars 2 and their expansions, because it's more a horizontal leveling system or a horizontal playthrough kind of deal. But yeah, like in a lot of cases it's just like, oh, you're this super powerful character, well, let's just nerf that for this new DLC chapter that we're gonna release.
Now, the one good change they did make was that you could cycle through your spells without going into the pizza wheel now, which makes this combat flow a bit smoother. And credit to them, they did add a microscopic spell cooldown indicator in the bottom right corner. Let's give them applause, everybody. Let's give them applause. They earned that. But unfortunately, that ties into my next point. This combat still has no cohesion. I still feel like I have one too many chromey homies every time I'm at the wheel. And most times when I check in on the AI, I swear to God, I think they do too. All right, pimps, I'm going to keep it real with you. I've got a Mission Impossible showing in about 2 hours, and I'm not missing this shit to talk about this shit. You feel me, pimp? All right, great. Let's speedrun the rest of this. All right, you get the point. Gameplay bad, worse than the base game. Moving on. Please, God, grant me the strength to put up with the chicanery of these brain-dead bosses. If fighting grunts is like fighting sponges with spoons, this is like fighting a rock with a fanoodle.
Oh, no.
They practically sit there and take it while I throw quick, short thrusts at them, and everyone is going home disappointed. It's brain-dead to a degree that may be contagious. Great, what's next? Right, the story. Allow me to give you the most generous interpretation of what some describe as a better streamlined story. You play the prologue, then it opens you up to the open world, which consists of one tree surrounded by 5 Ubisoft outposts. You do 3 outposts, kill your first big boss, and it's been maybe an hour. Good for you. Let me give you a quick tug. Now the game thinks it's the perfect time to introduce that you are a bomb, and your mother has to treat you with some Canadian healthcare to save the world. You agree. 90 minutes in. No, that wasn't a 30-minute cutscene. My timetables are just a little bit fucky. Let's keep moving. Which then leads you into the
that like 3-minute cutscene just feels like 30 minutes, right?
very final mission where nothing redeeming happens, and you are subjected to 2 more bosses that are about as fun as getting a colonoscopy, and that's it. This game is still bad, but at least I bought the good ending for $13, where the main protagonist dies, and this game never gets a sequel. Spoiler alert, and cheers, pimps. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Thank you to the flock of pimps for generously bankrolling this video, and a huge thanks to all the pimperers for packing this pain train with
I feel like that's still not worth the money. Like, it's $13 before a sale, right? So there's so much more better options, and for longer lengths too, that you can spend money on Steam. Like, it doesn't even have to be a sale. There's like plenty of games 10 and under that's gonna last you more than 2 hours, and that time will be fun and enjoyable, unlike this. I mean, I guess there might be some people who enjoy this. I don't know who, but it is what it is. So yeah, this was the Forspoken DLC. I didn't know that this was a thing, but apparently it was. And maybe if there's no new FLEEKAZOID or Seth video, then I'll probably react to the Gollum one. And can't wait for that. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, thank you for watching and have a nice day.